So the return investment strategy, we call it RIS. It's a plan of the European Commission to try and stimulate investment by EU citizens. If you look at the situation today, EU citizens are saving a lot of money, but they're not investing in the capital market union. And the Commission thinks that's actually a shame, that people are leaving the money on a random banking account because it doesn't bring a lot of return. It doesn't help also citizens to get prepared for the old age. So the Commission wants to change that by making it easier and safer for consumers to invest in the capital market. It's also good, I think, for the European economy because it will help to finance the digital and the green transition, and it will also support the European growth. So that's definitely something that the European insurance industry and Insurance Europe can support.
The retail investment strategy is important for Europe because we face a big problem today. The majority of European consumers think that investing is not for them because it's too complicated or it's too risky or it's not for small amounts. So they feel far and disconnected from the investing world, and the result is that today over 70% of European consumers do not have any investment product. So there is a need for a cultural change and to help people understand that investing is an important building block of their financial well-being. And as insurers, we take this very seriously because insurance products represent over 70% of retail investments in Europe. Insurance products can offer financial guarantees and insurance covers. So in other words, the protection that consumers need so much to find the confidence to invest. And the insurance product can help address the pension gap and the gender pension gap that we face in Europe today.
Well, there are a number of things that the Commission is proposing in its return investment strategy which would benefit consumers and the industry. For example, they're proposing to streamline the information that the industry needs to provide to consumers to make it less confusing. They're also proposing to make the different rules and the processes more digital friendly. So that's something we very much welcome and which also would benefit consumers. But from the side of the Commission, we got the impression that they're doing one step forwards and two steps back at the same time, meaning that where they were trying to streamline disclosures, in the end, they're also adding a number of new disclosure requirements, a number of new steps in the advice process, a number of new requirements and tests as well. And when you combine all these different proposals together, that risks confusing consumers even further and making the process even more complicated than it is today.
Today, advice is defined in the Insurance Distribution Directive, the so-called IDD, as the provision of a personal recommendation to a customer. It is very important for insurers since consumers are often looking for guidance in their investment journey. And today, advice is highly regulated under the IDD. There is the suitability test to be performed. There is also the sustainability preferences assessment, plus a demands and need test that has to be done for all types of insurance products. And today, the EU rules currently oblige insurance distributors to provide consumers with 339 pieces of pre-contractual information for a green EBIT, and also to ask consumers a long list of questions with sometimes very difficult terminology to understand. So it is a very long process, which can take 2 hours, and this will become even longer under the retail investment strategy proposals. Longer because there will be new elements to take into account in the suitability assessments. For example, I'm thinking about the consumer's portfolio composition and whether there is a need for any diversification. And there will be also a new best interest test to be performed.
We see 5 critical areas that need to be reconsidered. First, the new conditions for the remuneration of advice and other services, because it is important that consumers keep the choice on how they want to pay for these services. Second, a proper consideration should be given to the quality and benefits of products. Third, the new conditions that will make the sales process longer and more complicated, and this needs to be simplified. Fourth, the approach to disclosures, which can also be further simplified. And last but not least, the unrealistic timeline for application, with too many empowerments that will delegate the development of important contents of the proposal to a later stage and remove them from the political debate, which is not positive. As Insurance Europe, we stand ready to contribute to this debate and to bring the expertise of insurers to make the retail investment strategy a success and make sure that it takes into account the specificities of insurance products and distribution systems.